everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 922 of trying a new makeup product every day. Today I'm going to be trying out the Huda Beauty, the Basic B Straight Edge Sponge Applicator. So this is a product that I got in Ipsy, but I am very intrigued to try this out. I was looking it up online and you can buy it at Sephora for $17. That's almost as expensive as a beauty blender, which is $20, but this has very high ratings and I love sponge applicators. They are my go-to favorite applicator. I've tried out a bunch of different sponges on my channel and I use a sponge every single day. So I am picky when it comes to my sponges. I know what I like, I know what's good. So I'm really excited to put this to the test. Oh, and by the way, if my skin is looking green right now, it's because I already primed my skin with a green primer because I'm going to be trying this out today with my foundation and I'm going to be using the Tarte Face Tape Foundation, one of my favorite foundations. If you saw my top 5 favorite foundations video, you would know that. If you haven't seen that top 5 favorite foundations video, I'll have that linked in the description down below because I really stand by those foundations. Ooh. It does feel very nice and soft on first impression. I like that it's black because then it won't get as stained. I'm really particular about cleaning my sponges. If I can see any makeup or stain on them, I just scrub at it a lot and then sometimes that causes them to rip sooner than they probably should. But a black sponge seems like it'll be great. I've never actually used a black sponge before. And I like the shape of this because it's almost the same as like a teardrop beauty blender, but it has a flat side here. So you can see there's the flat side, but this is the type of shape that I'm used to. I love a teardrop shape and the material, even while dry right now, seems soft and squishy, seems nice. But when using a sponge, you should always wet it first. So I'm gonna go wet it and we'll see how it expands. All right, sponge has been dampened and you can see it definitely got bigger. I would say this is around the same size that a beauty blender or the other makeup sponges that I love get. I should mention the other makeup sponges that I love that I keep referring to are the AOA Wonder Sponge and the LA Colors Sponge. Both of those so inexpensive, but so good. And when I wet my sponge, I'll wet it underwater, I'll squeeze it, squeeze the water out, squeeze it until it gets as big as it gets. And then I also squeeze it out in a towel because I don't want my beauty blender, or my sponge I mean, to actually be wet. Like I want, when I press it onto my skin, I don't want it to leave, like a wet spot on my skin because then you'd be mixing water with your makeup and that's just not what I want. But when it does have dampness to it, that'll help it be softer, squishier, and absorb less product. So now moving on to actually trying this out on my face, I'm gonna take a few pumps onto the back of my hand. And I really think it's personal preference which side of the sponge you use. I see some people that use the bottom of the sponge to apply. I, for some reason, always use the tip to apply everywhere. So this seems like the perfect shape because it has this flat side so that it's a very easy surface to blend on the skin. Wow, and right away I am noticing great application of product. Like it is making the product very full coverage at first because it is just applying a lot of product and not absorbing the product, not smudging. And because of that flat surface, I feel like that really helps to stick the product onto my face. So I'm really getting great coverage. Feels very soft on my face and it is leaving no texture behind. That's something that I will not accept in a sponge, is if it leaves little textured marks, because the sponge should be completely smooth on the skin and it should apply the product easily onto the skin. So you can see as I just tap my face, the product sticks right on. It's not like I have to rub it to get it off of the sponge. It just easily disperses onto my face. So this is really, really nice so far. And I'm loving the shape of it. It just creates the perfect, smooth, full coverage effect. Like, now I have the foundation on my forehead and this side of my face, and you can just see that coverage that I was able to get. It is also because this is a fantastic foundation, like I mentioned before. But this foundation with this sponge is a fantastic combination. Lately, I've been wearing more medium coverage, lighter coverage foundation products, and seeing my skin right now in a full coverage foundation, I'm just reminded of how good it looks and how much I like it. And I'm like, well, why did I stop wearing full coverage foundation? It just makes me feel like my skin looks so perfect. And I guess that's the point of full coverage foundation. You want it to cover everything. But wow, everything is completely covered, full coverage right now. You can't see the redness, you can't see my large pores, you can't see my blemishes. And I took my standard 1.5 pumps of the foundation onto the back of my hand, and I am left with like almost half of a pump here. And I think that's because this sponge dispersed the product so well and it didn't absorb as much product. So that is truly amazing. I love this sponge. It's everything I want in a sponge, plus it has this awesome shape. I was able to get all of the little nooks and crannies on my face perfectly. So I can tell you right now, this is my new daily makeup sponge. I love it. My makeup and my skin looks perfect. So I have no complaints with this. This video is already getting probably pretty long for just a sponge review, but so in the description down below, I will let you know how this works with the rest of the products that I apply. So I'm going to be applying concealer and powders, and I'll let you know how this works with all of those products as well. But I can pretty much already tell just based on how it applied my entire full face of foundation that I'm gonna love this sponge for every product. But it is just interesting to note how it performs with a powder versus a liquid type of product. But I am so happy I got this in Ipsy, and I would love to know in the comments down below if you have tried this, what your thoughts are on it, or if you have any other favorite sponges. Let me know what those are in the comments down below. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.